Why do I love Michigan? Well, I could give you 49 reasons why you should love Michigan. Assuming you already know what those are, I might as well give you some of my own. We start with, of course, Michigan, the only state that I can think of that has its own identifiable shape, that being a hand or, to some, even a midden. Something the other 49 states don't have. This is already a good start. But our story begins in my hometown of Rochester Hills, which is right here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Rochester Hills is home to many different and exciting areas, one of them being the village of Rochester Hills. The village, for short, houses many unique shopping outlets that you normally wouldn't find in your normal shopping plaza. This is the go-to spot if you're looking for something new to see and experience. One of the many reasons I love my hometown. But if you're looking for a more conventional shopping experience, look no further than Great Lakes Crossing. Passing the Palace of Auburn Hills, home to the Detroit Pistons basketball team, we reach Great Lakes Crossing, one of the biggest and nicest malls we have here in Michigan. Named after our famous surrounding Great Lakes, people from all over Michigan drive hours away to come and spend a day visiting and shopping at this mall. With many different stores to choose from, it has a little bit of everything for everyone. You just gotta love it. Now, if you're more of the quiet type and don't like the hustle and bustle at a mall, let us visit my favorite go-to spot, the Rochester Hills Public Library. Here, like at any library, we have a vast majority of knowledge and resources to use for your advantage, anytime you want, every day of the week. But unlike most libraries, they have a wide selection of the latest and greatest movies available to choose from. Not to mention, all rentals here are free. This library is one of the best places to come to for your entire novel and film needs, and I just can't get enough. Now that I've shown you my neighborhood, let's take a trip down to my favorite Michigan locations outside of Rochester Hills. Next stop, Royal Oak. Royal Oak is an amazing part of Michigan where cultures and traditions clash into a tasteful and elegant styled part of town, where you can walk the streets and be caught in all of its wonder. There's so much about Royal Oak to love that you'll just have to see and feel for yourself if you get the chance. Cutting through Royal Oak is Woodward Avenue. This might sound just like your typical normal street, but Woodward Avenue, along with 8 Mile, is the single most famous street in the United States. It hosts the annual Woodward Dream Cruise every year, where cars from all sorts of origins and times comes out to show their colors to the world. Is that not the perfect reason to call Michigan home? Taking Woodward, we head straight into Detroit, where the true heart of Michigan exists. Do you know that Detroit was the first city to build an urban freeway? Or that it is the only city in the United States that can visibly see our fellow neighbor Canada? Not only was it the first city in our nation to receive individual telephone numbers, but it is also home to the nation's first soda, Vernors, that has evolved our taste into the local and very popular soda known as Faygo. Detroit also has the second tallest hotel tower in the US, which is the Detroit Marriott Renaissance Center. The urban feel and the strong culture here is more than prominent than any other city I've ever visited. In this city, every person is on a journey, and all of the cars have its own story. Did I say cars? Cars, 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 and cars. Michigan is the unmatched leader in the United States for the automobile industry, bringing in millions toward our growing economy. Every car made here is made from the heart and love of everyone in Michigan who loves cars. Being home to the assembly line invention by our own Henry Ford, Michigan knows cars. And what better to show our appreciation for cars than to be the host of the annual auto show down at Cobo Center. Each year, thousands of people from around the world come here to feast their eyes upon the past, present, and future of cars. Here, they can get a glimpse into the different designs and ideas all these car companies have gone into during the past years of testing and finally showing their prototypes to the general public. If cars are your love and temptation, then your cravings will be satisfied for life once you have gone to one of these shows. They even had the Green Hornet car from the movie. Speaking of movies, and a final note, Michigan has the highest tax break for all filmmakers in the US alone. That is good news for not only our economy, but also my filmmaking dreams, and me nonetheless. So now that I've got to show you, and tell you, why I love Michigan, let me go ahead and answer your question with a question of my own. Why do I love Michigan? Well, what is there not to love?